Hello, everyone. Move the mic out. As I have it shoved in the box because I did another audition this last week. And I had to scream and shout for it. Garcia's. I don't know what Garcia's. Excuse me. I don't know what Garcia's is. But yeah, unless you go to a good specialty place, screwed up steak is not uncommon. I have not gone back to get the hidden fifth Monokuma in the fifth trial. Have not done that yet. Oh, I better plug this or else it's going to think to use it. There we go. Mexican food. Yeah, you don't go to a Mexican food place for steak. Steak fajitas, maybe. But not just an outright steak. So anyway, we are at chapter 6. The final chapter. On the border. Still, most Mexican places in the U.S. don't really live up to the name. Most Mexican places get by on combining the 3 or 4 ingredients into like 7 different forms. Very few can actually call themselves actual, authentic Mexican food. It's going to be a little weird without Kokichi being Kokichi and without Kaito there to pump up our morale. However, I think we will have plenty of motivation to get on the ball and get things moving. I don't doubt they'll have steak on the menu, but still, a Mexican place isn't the first place you should go when you think of steak. See, when he was alive, my dad was a huge fan of El Chico's. Absolutely loved El Chico's. And I don't know why. But every time I went there, I got to get steak fajitas, so hey, win-win, I guess. Because they had really good tortillas for their fajitas. And I'm not going to pick on you about it too much, but just to let you know, the steak you're talking about, the steak you eat, is spelled S-T-E-A-K. S-T-A-K-E is the type you put into a vampire. I'm just letting you know. My dad did not have good taste in steaks. My dad thought the good idea of a, good, reasonably priced steak was Western sizzling. Which, to be fair, didn't make terrible steaks. They just weren't great. But they were cheap. So, you get what you pay for. Anyway, shall we continue? Because things are about to get all crazy, go nuts in here. Yeah, El Chico's is kind of everywhere. We actually have a couple of really good steakhouses in the area. A couple of them are kind of chainy, but they actually do have some really good steaks. finish off the 2-liter. But now my cup is too full. Fix that. I'm pretty sure, yes, this is going to be Strong Bad certified crazy go nuts. Yes. Good morning, Anonymous. You have missed nothing yet except for discussion of steakhouses. I suppose I should introduce myself. My name's Makoto. No talents or anything, just a regular teenager.
This boring-looking person is me. See? Even the way I look is normal.
Let me know if you need me to turn this up. It's at the same volume it's been for a while, but Discord has been interesting to say the least.
Getting into an elite school like this is just the start of my bad luck.
Oh, you just finished watching the Stone Star playthrough again. Also say hi to Makoto.
I can't keep up with my classmates' conversations or the teacher's lectures.
Now remember, Makoto didn't have any special talents or hairstyles when he was younger. That kid's still in elementary school, maybe early middle school.
I'm just treated like empty space in the classroom. At home, my parents are constantly on my case.
Besides, I actually know how to cook a decent steak to make it taste pretty darn good.
Honestly, I'm fed up. I want to run away from my daily life. I want to run away and just forget all this. I want to run away, and run away, and run away, and run away, and run away. But I'm okay. I have a reason to live. I've got something to look forward to.
Is it hope?
That's why I'm gonna be okay.
What did happen to Naegi and the rest of the Killing School life survivors? Well, I mean, the whole Future Foundation was there. But, you know, we will see.
Thanks for the courage.
How? A hangnail just notified me of its presence. Hang on one second. A little better. Okay.
Thanks for giving me something to get totally obsessed with. Thanks for the strength to keep going.
This is weird.
I'll keep on rooting for you, so please keep trying your best. And one day, I'll also...
Hey, Jay Bruin. How was Chapter 5? I wouldn't call it painful. It was about on par with other Chapter 5s. I'll say that.
What did you say? Hey.
Kibo's going crazy. That's what happened. Kibo's gone Gundam. Yeah, not that one.
What was that?
I don't think anyone else had a huge problem with it. Yeah, not a better animation than the Buffa Kuma, no.
Yeah.
Than the Swole Kuma.
That punk. But
I think most everyone was happy to find out Kokichi died. I think that's what most people were happy about.
All right.
hey,
So, we're going to try to get the rampaging robot's attention here.
oh my.
This is a good plan. Sending up a flare, maybe? Kaboom. Kinda is, yeah.
Damn it!
Hey!
Kibo!
Guy takes one rock to the head and flips out.
Hey,
Okay.
Yeah, we got to figure out how misunderstood he was with all the revelations from everything that happened in Chapter 5.
Did you call for me?
Yeah, Kibo, what are you doing?
Please keep it brief. I have other matters I must attend to.
Yo, Kibo, did that rock hit you that hard? I'm just asking.
Huh? Yes.
I don't think the physical destruction of the school buildings is going to stop it.
Huh? Indeed.
I don't think it's going to quite get there.
what did you say?
That's right.
They can rebuild, man. I'm just saying.
Could it be? Hey,
Yeah.
huh?
Yes.
So yeah, basically he had all this gear in his lab and he was ignoring it. So then he went in, tinkered with it, made it more powerful, and then slapped it all on himself and started blowing things up.
Wait,
I don't think leveling up has anything to do with it.
right.
Yeah, that was before he took a rock to the head. Were you not paying attention?
That's right. I have decided.
Uh-huh. Giving up on the human dream to blow things up. That sounds fair.
You can't!
Sumugi, I don't think he cares. Yeah, that's kind of an important thing.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, this. Yeah, he doesn't care.
Huh? That's...
Uh-huh. No hope here, so we're gonna blow it all up. Yay. Yeah, you can't despair if you're dead.
Unfortunately.
Uh-huh.
No.
Yeah, Kokichi was... We can blame Kokichi for this.
Remember,
You're right!
100%.
I don't think words are going to convince him.
What should we do?
That's a fair point, though.
What?
Which means...
You can't unhit him with the rock, though.
Everyone!
hey,
Logical.
Kibo, it's not better for us. I mean, you know, there's kind of a thing here.
What was that?
Maybe the Ohoge was repressing us.
Listen closely.
Man, give him one haircut and he loses his head.
We must do it.
Oh, good! Kokichi influenced this, didn't he? I don't think those apply. I don't think the rules of robotics are applying here.
What do you mean?
No.
huh?
Wouldn't you need more like a hair plug?
That's right.
Oh, good. Well, at least he's not hearing voices anymore.
I have decided.
Yeah. Can you go back to hearing the voices? You were saying then.
Everyone!
Uh-huh. Was one of the voices, you know, kind of soft and called himself Nagito? I'm just asking.
No.
Why?
Yeah, it kind of does, doesn't he? Kind of does look like Sigma. Little bit.
That's...
Well then,
that's wrong.
I don't think he's gonna accept anything without evidence here, Shuichi.
But
I don't think gut feelings are going to convince him.
You...
because... Okay.
That is a point. A fair point. Yeah, we need to reboot Kibo.
No, that's wrong.
Oh good, it's the happy music.
Huh?
Okay, maybe happy isn't the right word for it.
Because...
Shuichi gonna pull the, if we still have a mystery, there's still hope.
I see.
I understand.
So at least he's going to give us a chance here.
Thank you.
Listen closely.
And he gives us until dawn to solve things, or he's going to do things his way.
Huh? Yeah. %100%.
Yeah, if we can't solve this by dawn, he's going to destroy the academy.
Didn't I tell you? It's impossible to end the killing game! 'Cause the killing game is forever eternal!
Why, you?
Hey, Kibo, you want to start unloading now?
Unbelievable.
Yeah, but I don't think Kibo's going to be that easy to blow up.
That's enough.
Let's do this!
Let's kill him until he dies from it.
Leave it to me.
Yeah.
And that's that.
I don't think that's the case. And they're bears. They're kind of fuzzy all over. This is the same voice actor. The problem is the original voice actor for the Japanese version retired. And the Japanese version, the new one they got for the Japanese version, doesn't sound quite the same. So the voice actor for this game, for the English side, tried to change it a little bit to fit in more with the Japanese version, but it doesn't quite work as well.
Everyone!
Yeah, he's going more Mickey Mouse than he was before.
Kibo! Yeah.
And what good would the Cubs be if he can't kill them off?
Well then.
I mean, they're pawns.
Never forgive rule breakers! Anyone who messes with the killing game must die!
Exercise assemble!
Also, I have a question. Completely unrelated to this, but related to voice acting. I looked around on Google for the answer for this. I saw somebody playing the recent remake or recent new Bubsy game, and they cranked the Bubsy lines up to full, so he was like spouting off lines, you know, kind of as Bubsy does. And I was wondering, does anybody know who voiced Bubsy in the new version? I mean, I don't expect anybody here to, but I asked this because as I heard more and more lines, excuse me, as I heard more and more lines, it sounded more and more like Junkrat from Overwatch. And I was wondering if Junkrat, the same voice actor, did, you know, they managed to pull him in? But I couldn't find the information. I couldn't find it anywhere. Does anybody know who voices Bubsy in the new game?
No. I won't let you run amok anymore. This killing game is over.
It came out like at the end of October or something like that. But I think it's done by the same group who did the Gianna Sisters.
In the name of Hope's Peak Academy, the symbol of hope itself.
Think Mignana? It wouldn't surprise me. It would not surprise me.
I will destroy the Ultimate Academy and bring down this monument to despair.
I just looked around and could not find any information on who actually did it. The wiki didn't have anything. Normal Wikipedia didn't have anything. Nothing. But yeah, it was just kind of reminding me of Junkrat without the Australian accent to him. Just quite a bit, really. So now, Kibo is going to blow up the Exisals, or attempt to. He's going to fight them. So we can explore. But he says, and yes, goodbye Danganronpa. We skip the friendly area and go straight to Deadly Life Investigation. And he said he gave us until dawn. And this is the one time the game does not move at the speed of plot. Everything we look at, everyone we talk to is going to advance the time. If it hits dawn, game over. Now, I could play this up and say, oh god, we've got to hurry, we got to do everything right. No, I'm not going to do that, because the game over is kind of pointless, and you just kind of begin where you left off with a full timer. So, you know, you'll see what I mean.
Why?
The robot uprising.
Why?
Yeah, the new Bubsy game looks like a standard platformer, which I wouldn't call it $30 or anything like that worth of good, which is what they want for it. But I will call it the best Bubsy game ever made, which is, you know, well, yeah, you get half the timer, but it doesn't matter how many times you game over. It really doesn't matter at all. Not in the least. You can game over as many times as you want to, and it affects absolutely nothing. I've looked around, there's not even an achievement for managing to get through the investigation without the timer running down. So, you know, I'm just saying that it's here, and it's, I guess it's nice for ambiance and just the overall feeling. But, it, from a gameplay standpoint, it's completely useless. Uh-huh.
Right?
Remember.
What's that mean?
So we need to find the real mastermind.
What?
Because
I don't know.
And maybe find out more about the Gopher Project while we're here.
nope. That's right.
Could be.
That's true.
But
That's right.
but that's
And we must also find Hope, or Kibo's just gonna go, screw it, and blow us all up anyway.
Huh?
remember.
Yeah, also planning for the future and, you know... Excuse me. Also planning for the future, that's kind of important here too. What was that? Odd. Weird.
Jeez.
Hey! Okay.
That's true.
Yeah, we can break all the school rules we want to.
Okay.
Hey, it's something. If they could get together and do push-ups every night if they get out of here, that's something.
All right.
I don't think we're going to go back down the death road, though.
Okay.
Even if we completely broke everything, I don't think we're going to explore there again. But for now, we just need to focus on areas we haven't been able to get into before.
Okay. All right.
The death road of Kibo.
Hey.
And everyone gonna split up. Gotta cover more ground before dawn, though.
You're right.
We'll see each other soon in Valhalla.
All right.
In 50 years of good luck.
Ah!
And the battle rages on. Puts a big freaking hole in the floor, too. Yeah, Monokuma gave us a little more time for that first kill. Okay, mechanic number 2 is going to kind of limit, and you might see the hidden Monokuma dancing back there. So yes, there are hidden Monokumas in Stage 6, Chapter 6. A full ration of them, yes. But now it's time to test the bonds with the friends. The time to dawn, and your bond with friends will be displayed. If your bond increases, we can move large debris. So we're killing game before dawn breaks. And if you look up here, the bond with the friend is over there on the right side, with the big 0 in the middle of it, and the words friendship power. The time until dawn is up there. You see it now. It looks like the moon with the word now on it. Me just standing here doing nothing. I don't think that actually moves. If it does, that's fine. Because like I said, it hitting the limit isn't going to actually affect anything. I mean, it'll give you a game over and all that, but who cares? But I don't think it moves until we actually go somewhere, examine something, what have you. So the only way to actually get through this perfectly is move exactly where you need to go. Don't look at anything else. Don't talk to anybody you don't need to. But then you miss out on conversation and such. So anyway. And besides, I want the hidden Monokumas. Which I don't remember where they all are off the top of my head, and I don't think it matters too much. Especially since I missed the first one. Or missed the last one in the 5th chapter. But we still have Exisals walking around. And you may wonder what happens if we touch an Exisal. That. We basically just get thrown back a few feet. And here you see numbers pop up here. We need the friendship power of 3 to be able to move that debris. So we cannot go this way right now. We need a friendship power of 1 to move that. So we have a friendship power of 0, so yeah, we ain't doing anything there. And that Exisal is not going to move for us anytime soon. It's just going to patrol there, and if we happen to get in its path, it's going to try and throw us back. Which it will do easily. So we are kind of limited in where we can look, at least at first. Thankfully, this hole got put in here with a staircase. It acts as a stat for the most part. Once you collect it, it's just kind of there. And this should advance the timer a little bit. And that's back to where we came. Something's still shaking things around here. And now we have something of 0 here. Which we can clear out easily. Each of those little hand slaps makes us move forward just like a pixel or so down that bar. Or supposedly does anyway. But down this funky corridor leads us to a rather odd door. Big circular door with what looks like an eagle over the top here. Which, an ultimate lab. I don't think the debris returns if we game over, no.
Okay.
And just by process of elimination, Ultimate Supreme Leader's Lab. It's gotta be Kokichi's. And thankfully, Kipo's rampage has actually broken the door to the point that even if it were locked at one point, it is not anymore. Yeah, and there are kind of horoscopes lining the edge. The classic 12 zodiac symbols. Kokichi is... he's not the Batman, he leads an evil organization. He'd be the Joker, who captured a Batmobile. So we need to look around. And yes, that is indeed a Batmobile. So let's start actually looking around. Found an odd book down here.
Huh?
Complete History of Hope's Peak Academy. Information on the first 2 games, essentially, if you want to. Maybe the first 3 games in the anime. Maybe all the information we know. Yes, DICE was the name of the company that made Battlefield. Kokichi's the leader of DICE. The fangirls squee. Because of one very small picture of each pair. Something doesn't match up, huh? Things written in this book.
Got a minute?
Hi, Maki.
What?
Basically.
No.
Yeah.
Hey!
Huh?
Is that alright?
So just out of curiosity, where did everyone else go? I'm just gonna throw this out there. We had 4 people. We all split up, and there was only one path any of us could have taken. There was only one path any of us could have taken. War-based shoot-man games can actually be kind of fun if the shoot-man game is decent. But all your Call of Duties and your Battlefield and your Medal of Honors are all kind of the same. It's just which series you latched onto early on and decided to stick with forms this cult thing around it, and yeah.
Why?
That's...
Yeah.
It all began at Hope's Peak Academy. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
So Maki gonna recap for us.
The world was plunged into ruin, and humanity into the depths of despair. This tragic event was caused by a lone high school girl. The ultimate despair, Junko Enoshima. In order to fulfill her plans to plunge humanity and the world into utter despair, she organized the killing game of Hope's Peak Academy's 78th class. Trapped by the ultimate despair, the 78th class was forced to participate in the killing game. But in the end, Junko Enoshima died at the hands of the very killing game she masterminded. With her death, the despair outbreaks ended, and the world slowly began to recover. But the remnants of despair continued to carry out Junko's legacy of despair. The Future Foundation was established to fight against them, and their war raged on. Until one day, when the war suddenly ended.
The meteorites, right? You can skip that part. Is that alright?
It was later rebuilt by former members of the Future Foundation and resumed operations. They continued to scout students who possessed ultimate-level talent, and that's all we know.
Because the summary is exactly what we remember, but doesn't match up with the book.
what's wrong.
No.
Documents collected by several esteemed researchers.
Hey,
Uh-huh.
What?
So, he means Kokichi's room in the dormitory and not here. Just in case you were wondering.
Okay.
What are you trying to pull?
The meaning behind all this meaningless bloodshed and war. Well, in a very well done war shooty man's game, the point is to kind of show off just how horrific war really is. In a well done shoot man's game. And like one level of, I don't remember which one it was, but the one where the nuke goes off and you get knocked out of the helicopter and you just kind of have to crawl around. Yeah, that one. If they actually show you just how horrific war really is, they can be well done to do that, but... And I had a cat pawing at a door on the out. But most of them are there to give people reasons to shoot other people online. When does killing innocent lives ever solve anything? That is kind of the point. When does it actually solve something? Yeah, pretty much all of them do the opposite. Yeah, we stopped shooting Nazis in those war games years ago, though. But yeah, a well-done war game would show you the horrors of war, the desolation, and yes, the pointlessness of it. But that's not what they're about. They're about being able to to test your Twitch reflex gaming skill against other people.
Okay.
Thank you.
Esports. So, do you remember how Monokuma zapped us with a flashback light that he said would reveal itself slowly? This is kind of what he meant. That booty.
Hey, what's going on?
Hello. Are you one of the chosen for the Gopher Project?
I think we know that kid.
Gopher Project?
I saw you on a flyer on the ground.
That's the Remnants of Despair's doing. Gopher Project participants are classified.
Are you one of them? I'm really good at remembering faces.
Yeah, I get that a lot. Just a case of mistaken identity, I'm afraid. They're all students from Hope's Peak Academy, aren't they? I'm just a normal high school student. I don't have any special talent.
Shroom Koto.
I see. But you look just like him.
Don't worry about that. Hey, listen, should you really be outside right now? The meteor...
I'm not scared of them. Because my dad told me the Future Foundation will take care of those meteorites. If the Gopher Project succeeds, then the meteorites won't fall down.
No, I've heard the Gopher Project doesn't exist to save us. Have you heard the rumor? All the participants died in an accident.
You're wrong! They didn't die!
Yeah, some timeline info.
How would you know that?
Because those people are the heroes that will save the world, right?
The Gopher Project wasn't created to save us. Never mind.
Heroes don't die! Heroes don't give up!
Heroes don't surrender? Wait, wrong meme.
That's why they're still alive! Because they're heroes!
Heroes? No.
Yep.
Is this...
I don't know if I'd call the kid stupid or anything like that. I think it's more just a kid being a very hopeful kid and not wanting to admit the world is screwed.
Okay.
Huh?
Oh god, please no more Ultra Despair girls. Please no more.
Hey. Oh, yeah.
Well, obviously it happens after the anime. It happens after the future half of the anime.
Hey!
Well...
Huh?
See, the thing is, you just don't get the point of shooting other people. Honestly, I don't really get a kick out of that either. At least not if they're really, if not we're shooting them to death type thing. Overwatch is kind of a special case because I kind of have a theory that you're not actually shooting anyone in Overwatch. Overwatch, it feels more like all the characters are just put into simulations for training. Because that's the feeling I get out of it. Especially from all the single-player mode stuff they have. Yeah, well, not single-player, but the co-op stuff they have where you're not fighting another team, you're fighting an army of robots or what have you. Yeah, I get the feeling that a game like Overwatch doesn't take place where you literally are two teams shooting each other. Overwatch feels more like they've called all these people back into service and now they're just running endless battle simulations with them. That's what I get the feeling from Overwatch.
Because... Do you want to die?
And finding Maki and getting through the plot point has increased our friendship... Ooh, excuse me. Has increased our friendship power by 1. So now... Yes, we saw the poster. I'm concerned. I'm hoping that the poster they put in this game was just kind of a haha, look at what we can do type thing. Anyway. So now we have Maki with us. And the correct thing to do here would be to immediately leave this room and not look at anything. That is, if you care about the time limit at all. So anyway, but we don't care about the time limit because it's largely useless. So let's actually examine Kokichi's rooms, where he has Groucho glasses as part of his disguises. He has a floating throne. I want a floating throne. So see, this is moving this bar slowly towards the limit as we examine things in here. But like I said, the proper thing to do, if you did not want to get to the limit, would be to not look at anything and just march straight to Kokichi's room. But we need to look at the Batmobile. And yeah, if this is a Remnant of Despair's lab, it looks far too cartoony. It looks like cartoonish villains. And not something you would get out of a Remnant of Despair.
Well... Oh yeah. Nope. Hey.
But we pretty much looked at everything in here now, so we can move on to Kokichi's